Hello and welcome back to my channel. On this channel, we're talking slow productivity, language learning, but also creativity in general. I'm super happy to have you back. I am currently not at home. I am in Buenos Aires and I'm gonna spend few weeks here, around 4 weeks. And I thought, okay, perfect time for me to work on my Spanish. I will have also some video on that topic, but today, I wanted to talk about a topic that is very important for me. So, the whole idea is everybody should have a 10-minute language learning routine. I think this is applicable for a lot of things. If you take 10 minutes every day of your life and you consistently build on it with the compound effect, over time you would have improved so much because you do it regularly, and it is also known that the memory is not something that you can bulk. You cannot just say, I'm gonna spend 24 hours today working on learning something, and then in 24 days I will know. It would be better for you to just take 1 hour for 24 days. That's how you would improve the most. So I thought, okay, it would be great to talk about the 10-minute routines that is very beneficial if you start implementing it. Why first, outside of the memory part, why you should have a 10-minute routine? The first thing is that it's really great to be realistic. I am someone that have really a lot of thoughts and I'm thinking about a lot of things at the same time. And sometimes when I'm thinking of starting a new task, it can be very difficult. So if you have a 10 minutes and you're like, okay, I know I can achieve that. It's a realistic goal. It's not overwhelming. And another thing as well is that it helps you kickstart. You can just tell yourself, hey, I'm going to do 10 minutes. If I have more time, I'll do more. If I don't, then I'll just stop there. So that are things that's going to help you if you have this 10-minute routine ready. And another great thing as well, if you have this 10-minute routine, is that whenever you have time or you cut yourself into scrolling or queuing or commuting and having nothing else to do, you can just pull out that routine, a crafted routine or something that you know takes roughly 10 minutes and you roughly have that amount of time. Those are elements that's going to help you in your language learning journey. So I've also talked about the topic of language learning on the go, and I have a video about this topic that I've already published. But here, basically, we're gonna take the principle of that video and applying to the 10-minute routine. It sounds very weird, but it's very difficult for me to squeeze a 10-minute event every day at a certain amount of. It's just like, for me, 10 minutes is, the great thing is short. And 10 minutes is also that it's flexible. Like, I should be able to put it whenever I need. So if I need to put it whenever I need, I also need it to be mobile. So I need tasks that I can complete wherever I am. It means I don't need to sit down, I don't know, open 10 files. It has to be simple and easily accessible. Among those things, it's great to have it always with you. That is mobile, but also it's great to have it without the need to have internet offline, or you have it already downloaded already on your phone. Because sometimes if you're commuting and then there is issues with the data or the internet, then it's just super annoying. You want everything to be smooth, like frictionless. This is all about it, like really. That's two things that has to be. Then you can start to think, okay, what I would like to have. You can decide, okay, for me, vocab is super important. Then I have my Anki deck that is, I usually, Anki doesn't work as well for me, but if I put Anki and maybe I put grammar point in there or more collocation, that is a really great way because I'm not learning one word, I'm learning a sentence or a grammar. And I actually like Enki. They have a little bit more structure. They have more information, example. So really, you can do 10 minutes of Enki. It doesn't have to be vocab. It can be grammar. It can be something. But it's 10 minutes. It's on an app. And yeah, you can just repeat it. And if you time it properly, it more or less take that amount of time. It can take less as well, so you can decide to have more take. Another things that I really like is reading, and for that, basically, you have a piece. I like to have either graded reading, or I have a book that is small or textbook that I can have maybe 5 pages. I would usually say 5 pages, or 1 or 2 long text that it would take me roughly 10 minutes to read. And also with that, eliminating decision making in this 10-minute routine is what's gonna make you actually want to do it, because you know exactly what you have to do. You have 10 minutes and you have this to do. There's no time to think. Everything is prepared. Those are a few elements that you can implement, and then you can start crafting a routine that works well for you. Your routine can also be 2 different routines depending on what you have available. Having those nuggets learning, I think this is very important, because I'm currently working in a company where we do training, and the company really emphasizes nugget chunk learning, because this is how people retain information. So if you apply the same principle with your language learning, it's gonna be really efficient and you're gonna retain a lot of information and effortlessly, right? Then a few more tips on this. I struggle a lot with this, the idea of a routine. What I do is I have alarm on my phone in moment that I know I'm usually traveling, or I'm usually scrolling, or for example, I know for sure on Mondays, for example, I go to the office in the morning. So I know from 8 to 9, I'll probably be commuting. So I can maybe put an alarm at 8:30. Hey, have you done your 10-minute routine? Also, lunchtime, certain days I know I have a longer lunchtime, for example, and I can also put an alarm ring there. Some days also I know I'm staying at home. Like I have days where it's my dedicated days, or it can be a Sunday evening. I know I'm at home on Sunday evening usually. So it is great to put this. You can also put it in a Google Calendar as an event, not as a task. Just doesn't work for me, but as an event it works well, because in the event you add the link of the file or of the website you want to check. So if you prepare this beforehand, when the time comes and it's exactly the moment that you plan, and you just click on the event and then just go to link and then you start. It's really reducing friction. So this is what we want to do with this 10-minute routine for language learning. So I hope that was very helpful. I really like the bite-sized language learning. I've tried different ways of doing language learning, and I realized, okay, that works the most for me, because this is when I have the motivation to do something and it's easily accessible. I don't have to think. So then my motivation doesn't decrease by looking at the perfect things to work on. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I will see you in the next video. Maybe I'll still be in Argentina. So yeah, ciao.